Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS YNR Full Today channel. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is the Newman legacy about to go bad forever? Or is Victor Newman just playing God with a medical file again? I'm serious, think about it for a second. Friday's episode isn't just another day in Genoa City. It feels like a total breaking point. We're looking at a situation where a simple doctor's visit turns into a nightmare that could change everything we know about Nikki Newman. Was this really just a medical emergency, or are we seeing the start of a total collapse for the Newmans? Well, let's dive into the heart of the drama because things are getting intense at the hospital. Nikki is facing something truly terrifying. She's got a tumor on her optic nerve. Just let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just a headache or a bit of stress. It's a mass that is literally threatening to take her sight away. Can you imagine the fear she's feeling right now? She's a woman who has survived so much, but this is an enemy she can't see, and might never see again. The doctors are saying she needs emergency surgery to get that tumor out. But here's the kicker, the surgery itself could cause the very blindness she's trying to avoid. It's a classic damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. And to make things even more complicated, she's still dealing with her MS. It's like her body is a war zone right now. I don't know about you, but I find Nikki's reaction to all of this so telling. She's scared, but she's also incredibly stubborn. She's begging Victoria not to tell Victor anything. Why do you think she's doing that? Is it pride? Or is it that she just can't stand the thought of Victor's pity? She says she doesn't want him to feel sorry for her. But come on, Nikki, this is your husband. They're supposed to be in this big reconciliation phase, right? But instead of leaning on him, she's building a wall. It makes me wonder if their relationship is as healed as they want us to believe. And then there's Claire. Oh, Claire. She's trying so hard to be the good granddaughter, but she just can't keep a secret to save her life. She blabs the whole thing to Victor. She tells him about the headaches and how Victoria had to rush Nikki to the doctor. You can see why she did it, right? She's worried. She wants her grandmother to be okay. But in the world of the Newmans, information is power. By telling Victor, Claire just handed him the remote control to Nikki's life. Nikki is going to be absolutely livid when she finds out Claire went behind her back. Do you think Nikki is right to be mad, or is Claire just doing what any concerned family member would do? It's a tough call. The funny thing is, Victor doesn't just sit around and worry. That's not his style. He goes into full mustache mode. He's looking for a miracle, and it sounds like he might have actually found one. The spoilers say he makes a shocking discovery about Nikki's diagnosis. What could that even mean? Is the tumor not what they think it is? Or did he find a specialist who can do the impossible? He's already looking at a doctor in New York, a Dr. Virginia Nottingham, to fly in and save the day. Victor refuses to sit on the sidelines while his wife suffers. But you have to ask yourself, is he doing this out of love, or does he just need to be the hero? He's moving heaven and earth for her, but if he saves her, does that mean he owns her again? It's a heavy psychological game they're playing. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the Abbotts because their house is basically a horror movie right now. Patty Williams is back, and she is creepier than ever. She's downstairs making a huge breakfast like everything is totally normal. But poor Jack is running on zero sleep because he's terrified she's going to sneak into his bed in the middle of the night.
And you're convinced that this wasn't her choice.
Can you even blame him? Patty is a total wild card. She's talking about skinny dipping and telling Jack she's healed and ready to love him again. It's enough to make your skin crawl. She even has the nerve to tell him that Diane never really loved him and that it was all a lie. Patty is trying to rewrite history so she can be the lead lady in Jack's life. It's pure obsession. But while Patty is playing house, Jack and Kyle are plotting a major move. They are done waiting. They want to find Diane, and they think they know where she is, stuck at Dr. Markham's house. Jack is ready to take a massive risk. He wants to lure Markham away from the house so they can sneak in and get Diane out. But here's the problem, Patty isn't stupid. She's already one step ahead of them. She calls Markham and warns him that Jack and Kyle might be coming. So the Abbotts are walking straight into a trap they don't even see yet. It's like they're playing chess with a psychopath. Do you think they're being too reckless? I mean, Diane is literally monologuing to herself about needing to escape, but she can't even dial 911 on a locked phone. It's so frustrating to watch. And let's talk about that for a second. The whole locked phone thing? I agree with the fans who are rolling their eyes at that. You can dial emergency services on any phone, locked or not. It feels like the writers are just trying to keep her trapped for the drama. But Diane is trying to play it smart. She's acting like she's ready to start healing just to get Markham to lower his guard. She's trying to manipulate the manipulator. It's a dangerous game, especially when you're dealing with someone as sick as Markham. If Jack and Kyle show up and things go sideways, who do you think is going to pay the price? My money is on Kyle making a dangerous mistake that puts everyone in even more trouble. While all this chaos is happening, we've got a major return happening in Genoa City. Jill Abbott is back. Well, she has a new face for a bit. Lauren Koslow is stepping in as a temporary recast for 5 episodes. It's going to be a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? Jill is coming home to a mess. She has a reunion with Billy, and let's just say it's awkward. They've been trying to get along lately because of her health issues, but these two always have a way of pushing each other's buttons. And Billy has a lot of news to drop. He has to tell her she's going to be a grandmother again because Sally is pregnant. How do you think Jill is going to handle that? She actually likes Sally, but you know Jill, she always has an opinion on everything. But the real tension is going to be at Chancellor. Jill is going to walk in and see that Lily is running the show and has put Kane Ashby in the CEO seat. That's got to be a curveball for Kane. He's finally getting comfortable in his new power, and then the real boss walks through the door. Jill is going to be evaluating everything. Does she trust Kane? Does she think Lily made the right call? Kane probably thought his life was finally getting back on track, but Jill's return could change the whole power dynamic in a heartbeat. It's going to be a corporate showdown, and I am here for it. Speaking of Billy, is anyone else getting worried about him and Sally? He's supposed to be focused on their future and the baby, but he's totally obsessed with Chancellor and this Duma mystery. Sally is getting really frustrated. She feels like he's putting work ahead of their wedding and their family. And honestly, can you blame her? Billy is chasing ghosts in France while Sally is back in Genoa City dealing with a pregnancy. He didn't even give her a +1 to the mystery party in France. That is a huge red flag. It's like he's bored with his real life and needs the adrenaline of a corporate war to feel alive. Do you think Billy and Sally are even going to make it to the altar at this rate? It's not looking good. Then we have Nate. Poor Nate is always stuck in the middle of something. Dr. Stephanie Simmons is recruiting him for a special project. It sounds like it's directly tied to Nikki's medical crisis. This is such a huge moment for him. He's been out of the medical game for a while because of his hand injury. This project could be his way back in. But is he ready for that? He's been playing the corporate game at Chancellor, but maybe his heart is still in the ore. If he can help save Nikki, it would change his whole reputation in town. But he has to decide if he's willing to take that leap. It's a life-changing decision. And we can't forget about Nick. He is under so much stress right now, and the spoilers are saying he's heading down a really dark path. He's close to a relapse. He's starting to take pills again just to cope with everything that's going on. It's heartbreaking because Nikki doesn't even want to tell him about her health problems because she knows he's already in a bad mood. But that's the problem. By trying to protect him, she's actually leaving him all alone with his demons. Nick is a ticking time bomb for the Newman family right now. If he relapses while Nikki is in surgery, it's going to be a total disaster. And then there's the younger generation. Noah is out here deliberately provoking Matt Clark. He hates that Matt is walking around free, and he's trying to bait him into doing something wicked so he can prove Victor is wrong about him. It's so dangerous. Phyllis even has to step in and get between them at the shadow room. Why is Noah playing with fire like this? He thinks he's being a protector, but he's really just creating more chaos for a family that is already falling apart. And Matt Clark, man, that guy is a mystery. He's telling Phyllis fairy tales about a man with no memory. Is he for real, or is this all just part of a bigger game? The whole Duma thing in France is another layer of crazy. All the movers and shakers in town got invitations to this private party. Victor, Nikki, Jack, Diane, they're all invited. Billy is convinced he has to go to find out what this mystery man has planned for his family. Many people think Duma is actually a recast Kane Ashby. If it is, he's making one hell of an entrance. Sending out black envelopes and throwing parties in the south of France? That is some next-level drama. So, where does that leave us for Friday? It's a mess, but a delicious one. You've got Nikki's vision on the line, Jack and Kyle walking into Patty's trap, Jill returning with a new face to shake up Chancellor, and Nick on the verge of a total breakdown. It's the perfect storm for a Friday cliffhanger. I have to ask you, do you think Victor's miracle discovery is going to save Nikki, or is it just going to delay the inevitable? And what about Jack? Is he being a hero, or is he just being a fool for walking into Patty's trap? I really want to hear what you guys think about all of this. Are you excited to see Lauren Koslow as Jill, even if it's just for 5 episodes? And do you think Billy and Sally are going to survive this Chancellor obsession? There is so much to talk about, so let me know your theories in the comments below. Who do you think Duma really is? Is it Kane, or is it someone even more shocking? Before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our daily updates. We're going to be all over the fallout from this Friday episode, and you definitely want to be here for that. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, give the video a like, it really helps the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me and talking all things Genoa City. I'll see you in the next one for the fallout. Can't wait to see what happens next on CBS and Paramount+. Stay tuned, because the Newmans and the Abbotts are about to blow everything up. Seriously though, think about the pressure Nikki is under. Imagine being told that the very thing meant to save you, that surgery, could be the thing that takes your sight away forever. It's terrifying. And Victor, he's so desperate to fix it. He's always the one who has to have the answer, right? But what if there isn't a simple answer this time? What if he can't just write a check or call in a favor to fix Nikki's optic nerve? That's where the real drama is, seeing these powerful people realize they aren't actually in control of everything. And don't even get me started on Patty again. The fact that she's just hanging out in the Abbott house, making breakfast and talking about real love, is just so unsettling. Jack is literally losing sleep because he's afraid of her. That is a terrible way to live. But he's so focused on saving Diane that he's letting a wolf stay in his guest room. It's a total mess. And then you have Kyle, who is just as desperate as his dad. They're both acting on pure emotion right now, and that's usually when the biggest mistakes happen. The thing with Jill coming back is also such a huge deal. Jill is the backbone of that company, and seeing her react to the new Kane is going to be fascinating. Kane has changed so much, or at least he wants everyone to think he has. But Jill has a way of seeing through people. If she thinks he's a threat to Lily or the company, she will shut him down without blinking. It's going to be interesting to see how the recast energy changes the way she interacts with everyone. And then there's Sally and her baby. I feel for her, I really do. She's trying to build a life, and the man she's with is more interested in corporate intel and mystery parties than he is in her. It's a classic Billy Abbott move. He gets so caught up in the chase that he forgets what he already has. Sally isn't the type to just sit around and wait, though. If she feels like she's being ignored, she's going to make some moves of her own. The medical side of things with Nate is also a great twist. We haven't seen him in a white coat in a long time. Seeing him struggle with the decision to go back to medicine, especially when it involves a family friend like Nikki, is going to be a great character arc for him. He's always been such a moral guy, but he's made some mistakes lately. Maybe this special project is his path to redemption. The soap world is really heating up as we head into July sweeps. It feels like every single storyline is hitting a peak at the exact same time. Whether it's the mystery man in France or the tumor in Nikki's head, the stakes couldn't be higher. So, make sure you're watching because you won't want to miss a single second of this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more Young and the Restless spoilers and analysis. We've got so much more to talk about as the drama unfolds in Genoa City. It's going to be a wild ride, isn't it? The Newmans are facing a vision crisis, the Abbotts are walking into a trap, and Jill is back to reclaim her throne. This is what soap operas are all about: high stakes, emotional drama, and twists you never see coming. I'm especially curious about Victor's miracle. Is it really a miracle, or is it just another way for him to assert his dominance? We know Victor always has a hidden agenda, even when it comes to the people he loves. And poor Nikki is just caught in the middle of it all, trying to maintain her dignity while her world literally goes dark. I'm also keeping a close eye on Nick. Relapse storylines are always so heavy, and seeing him struggle with pills while his mother is in the hospital is just devastating. It's a reminder that even the strongest families have their breaking points. If he falls apart now, who's going to be there to pick up the pieces? Victoria is busy with Nikki, Victor is focused on the surgery, and Noah is off picking fights with Matt Clark. It's like everyone is so focused on their own drama that they're missing the fact that Nick is drowning right in front of them. And what about that France party? Who throws a party on Friday the 13th and invites all their enemies? That is a power move if I've ever seen one. Whether it's Kane or someone else, Duma is clearly someone who knows exactly how to push the buttons of the Genoa City elite. I can't wait to see who is behind that mask. Alright, I've rambled on enough. You guys are the best for sticking with me through all this. Seriously, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one of them, and I love hearing your theories. Are you Team Victor or Team Nikki in this hospital drama? And do you think Jack and Kyle have any chance of getting Diane out safely? Let's talk about it. I'll see you in the next video for all the fallout from this week's episodes. Bye for now. One last thing. Don't forget that Monday's episode is going to be the big fallout from whatever cliffhanger we get on Friday. The spoilers say the rescue mission reaches a critical turning point and Patty holds the key to Diane's fate. It sounds like we might be left hanging on the edge of our seats. So definitely make sure your DVR is set and you're ready for some serious drama. It's going to be a long weekend waiting to see what happens next. And hey, if you want even more spoilers and news, check out the links in the description. There are some great articles over at Celebrating the Soaps and Celeb Dirty Laundry that go even deeper into these storylines. It's a great way to stay ahead of the game and know exactly what's coming up for your favorite characters. Hastings and her daughter Victoria instead. Think about how isolated she must feel. Even in a room full of experts, she's the only one who actually has to live in the dark. There might even be some hidden resentment there, right? She's probably thinking that she spent her whole life being Victor's wife, and she's not going to spend her last days as his patient. So we have to ask, was her silence a lie, or was it a final act of rebellion? Throughout their whole history, Victor has treated Nikki like a prize to be won. By navigating this diagnosis with Nate, a guy Victor basically sees as a tool, Nikki is reclaiming her own body from the Newman legacy. But let's be real, keeping Victor in the dark is a huge mistake. She is totally underestimating the psychological damage this is going to do to him. By the time he makes his surprising discovery about the diagnosis, it's already too late for him to be the hero. This is a recipe for a Victor Newman meltdown of epic proportions. And what about Victor? He's a man who believes family and